Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Game on Cloud 9 here, and I'm here to bring you guys a new Bleach Chapter 506 prediction. And this week's chapter of Bleach was pretty good. Mainly the focus of this week's chapter was to focus on Yamamoto and a few of the different captains of the Goatee 13. Like, I know we saw Shinji in the chapter, we saw Komamura, we saw Shunsui, all of them being inspired by Yamamoto after they saw how he finished, or at least could feel how he finished off one of the Vandenreich members. I mean, before we saw the Shinigami struggling against the Vandenreich members, but in a sense this kind of gave them their second wind. I mean, we even saw Shunsui actually talking about how it felt like, you know, Yamamoto was kind of scolding him when we saw him going through the air, you know, and how we see Shunsui look like he's struggling against this Vandenreich member, and immediately we see Shunsui get up and, you know, he's ready to go. So I definitely can see Shunsui in future chapters possibly using Bankai, you know, since he does feel inspired Yamamoto, so maybe we'll see that pretty soon. But one of the surprising things about this week's chapter is seeing how Kenpachi got taken out, seems like fairly easily. I mean, we see Buckbeard, or what I really should be calling him now is, I think his name is Juha, oh man, what's his name? Juha Bach, I think that's what it is. You know, Juha Bach, he like took out like Kenpachi with ease, it appears. I mean, he has no scratches on him whatsoever. I mean, Kenpachi had the eye patch off, it appears. So who knows what he can do and how powerful he is. I mean, just the fact that he could take out Kenpachi without seemingly getting hurt, you know, I mean, that really shows that this guy is some type of OP character. I mean, you know, I definitely can't see Ichigo hanging with him now. I mean, there may have been, I mean, at first I thought maybe Ichigo maybe had to get a little bit on him, seeing as how he just got his powers back and his Bankai seemed a little bit stronger than what it was, I guess. Or maybe not when he got the final Getsuga, but right before the final Getsuga, it seemed like it was, you know, somewhere in between there. But definitely, I can't see that happening right now. Ichigo's definitely going to have to get a power boost and get stronger. You know, if Kenpachi couldn't even seem like he put a scratch on Juha Bach. So definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing, what Juha Bach's powers are. You know, because we've seen all the different Vandenreich members or Sternritter members have different holy forms, and I doubt he even used his holy form. So I'm just curious as far as, you know, how like the basics of his abilities work. Definitely looking forward to what's going to happen next chapter, since we saw Yamamoto Genryosai jump down out of nowhere, ready to go and ready to fight against Juha. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that fight's going to go. I know there's going to be a lot of history, seeing as how they haven't seen each other in like 1,000 years, which raises the question as far as how Juha, if he's a human, because we know Quincy's are supposed to be humans, how he was able to live and sustain himself for 1,000 years. And not only that, but the fact that he doesn't look like he's like decrepitly old or anything crazy along those lines. So it does surprise me a little bit. But, you know, I'm pretty sure it probably has something to do with reishi manipulation. Maybe somehow he's able to retain his youth through manipulating the reishi in the air or something like that, because we know Quincy's are able to do that sort of thing, and they can even, and since everybody in Soul Society is made up of reishi, so who knows if possibly, you know, maybe he's been hanging around in Soul Society somewhere, not in the Seirete, but somewhere in Soul Society somewhere. Maybe he's been able to somehow control his aging through reishi manipulation. Who knows? That's just a little theory I'm throwing out there. But, you know, definitely looking forward to you know, where this fight's going to go. Don't think we'll see it immediately. Likelihood is that we'll probably get back to that later on. Maybe go back to Ichigo next chapter. I'm thinking, you know, this is probably going to be something that Kubo is going to want to kind of milk off of for a little bit, you know, the anticipation for this fight. And I know definitely when that fight goes down, I hope that he shows it. I hope he doesn't skip over it like we saw him skip over the fight with Kenpachi and Juha. So, yeah, these are basically my thoughts on this week's chapter, and basically what I think is going to happen next chapter. So, don't forget to rate this video, guys. So if you did like this video, don't forget to put a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, you can put a thumbs down. The choice is yours. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy my content and you want to see more. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.